This is an interview with Whitney Daly, a senior at Oglethorpe University. This interview is being conducted by Eliza Newland for Art 105. So Whitney, tell me a little bit about your heritage.
Well, my mom is Dutch, so that makes me half Dutch, I guess, and my dad is from Iowa. So that's pretty Midwestern in America up there.
So what are the cultural differences between your parents?
Probably that my mom is more liberal than my dad. My dad tends to be more conservative. I don't know.
Did they ever struggle with anything, do you think, with their different backgrounds?
I know my dad's mom didn't think it was going to work out because my mom was Dutch. Granted, they've been married for over 30 years now, so I guess they proved her wrong. And I know that it's hard for my mom to be separated from her family at times, but I feel that she has such a love for my dad and for me and the life that they've built together that they could honestly be any place in the world and it wouldn't matter.
So how'd they meet?
Well, my mom was working in a tourist information center and my dad came in to see what movies were playing. And so when he came to see, he spilled coffee all over her paperwork. And he had to ask her out like 3 or 4 times before her friend talked her into going out with him. Now they've lived happily ever after, I guess.
So Whitney, with your mom being Dutch and your dad being American, obviously you speak English, since that's what we're communicating in right now, but do you speak any Dutch?
I do not speak any Dutch. I know enough to say, how are you? I don't speak Dutch. Do you speak English? No, was never raised bilingually.
But I understand you do have a second language.
I do, and that happens to be Spanish.
Well, why Spanish?
They offered it in middle school as one of those, hey, you're smart, let's get ahead in high school classes. And so I took it, and I guess I just fell in love with it. I love the rhythm and the music of the language.
Did your mom ever make any judgments about you learning Spanish instead of Dutch or anything?
No, not at all. She thought it was great that I was learning Spanish, especially since there are so many Spanish speakers in America today. And I asked her to teach me Dutch several times, but you haven't heard my Dutch, and my mom doesn't quite have the patience of a teacher. That's more on my dad's line of patience, if you will.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Eliza.